Welcome back to AMLive on TSPN, and we're here with Mary Zellem. Good to see you, Mary.
Good to see you.
And Father Tumbas, of course, from the St.
Nice
Sava
to see you again.
Orthodox Church. Yes. And you guys are here to talk about the goat barbecue. Well, first the church, though.
Yes.
I'd like to find out more about, tell us about your church.
I'm going to let Father Tumbas address that.
The Serbian Orthodox Church in Jackson is the oldest and first consecrated Serbian Orthodox church in America.
That's amazing.
And it was actually built
in America.
In the Western Hemisphere.
Wow.
Dedicated to our patron saint, Saint Sava, who was the first archbishop of the Serbian people. He was ordained to that position by the Greek patriarch in Constantinople back in the 13th century. So, Serbians came to Jackson to mine. They were good miners back home, and they knew that they could come here, get work, and maybe find gold, and that excited them. So at the time, during the height of the gold rush in the 1880s and such, Jackson was fully one-third Serbian, Serbian Orthodox. And the people gathered together and were able to buy land and build our church, which still functions today. And I'm the current priest.
Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful church.
Yeah.
Have you been inside?
I have not.
Okay.
I need
Yeah,
to do that.
You're welcome.
I've seen a lot of pictures from Larry and Jer's from around
yes,
the
great
world.
pictures.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And so you have an event coming up.
On Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It will be the 61st goat barbecue, and I happen to be the event coordinator this year. And last year I think we had about 300 people attend. There'll be ethnic music. We have a buffet, obviously, with goat. And if I can I show the menu of some of the things that we'll have with it
We
as
probably
well?
won't be able to see the menu,
What
but
churches?
no host bar. Let's see. Rice
Can read it.
pilaf, roasted goat, pasta with meat sauce, baby carrots and dill, mixed green salad, hamburgers, bread, assorted dessert tables, and you're going to be full.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So there'll be music and the good food, but one of the things that we're adding this year that I think will be a real point of interest to a lot of people in Jackson is we're going to have a display of over 120 years of the Serbian community, the experience here, the rich culture, starting obviously with the Serbs that came for mining, but also the religious experience with the church being built in 1894. And there'll be a substantial display of the history of some of the first people that were married there, some of the events like the Argonaut mine disaster, which claimed about 27 lives of the Serbian people. And so there'll be this display, and I think that people really enjoy this. Back to actually the original land subdivision that Samuel Bright did in 1871. I think a lot of people aren't aware of that.
Wow.
But he was going to develop that area for homes. And fortunately, he sold a piece of that property to the Serbs so that they could have a place of worship. But anyway, so there'll be interesting things, a timeline from actually the 1870s forward to today.
That's
Now,
great.
is this the first couple that was married at the church?
Actually, that's one of the couples. This is actually the first couple that was married. And Father, I'm going to have you say the name. I'm actually Russian, and I just want to make sure he gets the
Milojevic was the family name. Milojevic. Milojevic, yes.
And the second
then
couple,
the Benicevics.
yeah, Violet and Mitch actually are relatives of Bo Gilman, Marcy Gilman's.
Okay, good.
This would be her great, I think, grandparents, and they actually were married in the church.
Oh, that's so neat.
Quite a history.
Yes, it is.
Rich history. That's awesome. So this is the first time you've had this kind of display up during your event?
We've had them for past anniversaries of the church, some of the hallmarks like the 75th anniversary, the 100th anniversary, and we will have 125th coming up. But we're doing this for this goat feed just to have, so people understand a little bit more about the rich history of the Serbians.
Now, Father, who is this gentleman?
He was the first priest. He was born in San Francisco. His name is Sebastian Dabovic. He was of Serbian parentage in San Francisco. At that time, the Russians were predominant on the West Coast, and they had a bishop in Alaska, and they formed their cathedral in San Francisco later. He was baptized on a Russian warship by a chaplain and showed an interest in theology and the seminary, and the Russians sent him back to Kiev and St. Petersburg He returned as a deacon and then became a priest. He was known as the English preacher. And they sent him up here to Jackson to baptize and bury and serve the people. He organized the Serbs to build the church.
Okay. I think we better talk about the dinner some more, otherwise
Yeah.
we want to get
We
people
want,
there.
we want
Yeah.
people to know that they're all welcome.
Yeah, anyone's welcome.
Anyone is welcome. You don't have to be Serbian. You just have to enjoy a good time and come.
Yeah.
Goat is actually a very popular meat in the world. It's the most popularly consumed meat in all the world. Used to be more popular in America, but it is now coming back, and so we invite people to come and taste it. The goats are locally raised from the valley, and they'll be on the spit from 6 o'clock in the morning, and we take them off a little after noon, and then we're ready for the buffet. You can get tickets through Bo Gilman at his office here in Jackson on Main Street, the Madic Vukovic Insurance Agency.
Near TSPN, I believe.
Right
next-
next,
right
almost
next
next
door,
door.
yeah.
Walking
Yes.
distance.
How much are
Or
tickets?
you can catch them every morning walking down the street to work.
Exactly.
Tickets-
Tickets prior to the event are $30, and if you buy them at the door, they're $35. But it is, again, a buffet, all you can eat.
All you can eat, and great music. And
Great music.
Live
great
music.
history. What type of music will it be?
Traditional Serbian tambarica.
What does it sound like?
It's acoustic,
Okay.
acoustical music with accordion. And,
Love it. Love it. Great. That's wonderful.
You know, I'm looking at the goat on the spit, and
There'll be
I'm
16
hungry
of
right
them.
now.
Me too. 16 goats,
16
really?
goats,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Maybe we can get a zoom in on the goat.
I love the
on
little
the
picture
spigot.
there. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
That is awesome.
So when you have the 125 coming up, the 125
Actually,
year
what is it,
celebration.
120, it's 121st now?
Today is the 120, so 4 more years.
4 more
4 more
years,
years,
okay.
yes.
Okay, good. And what was the significance of shooting the guns during the Serbian Christmas?
Well, that's a funny custom, but it actually goes back to a way of communicating with people from hillside to hillside.
Okay.
That was a signal to say it's time to come over.
Okay, good.
Lunch is ready.
I love it. That's awesome. I know they had a lot of the news teams here when you guys were doing that, from like Sacramento and all that, to catch that on video. That was
So
good.
it's celebratory fire. People are just happy and
Yeah.
they shoot their guns up in the air.
any dancing at the event?
Oh, there's always dancing.
Very good. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
The segment you just watched and all of TSPN's programming is now